Welcome to another episode of Hunting with Hadaway. Come along as old Hadaway takes you on various adventures throughout the Deep South.
What's happening, y'all? Out on patrol tonight doing some building checks. I come across a group of pines out here. I said, well, I'm gonna check these things, see if they got any tree boogers on them, as Calvin's Corner72 and Dark Matter called them. And sure enough, look here, got some tree boogers. Tree boogers on these pines. Let's get this stuff off. That's good stuff. I'll fit to show y'all what to do with it in just a minute. That's plenty right there. Check it out. Alright. Y'all saw me the other night collect what I call tree boogers. It's not tree boogers, it's dried pine sap. I guess when you bust it into a powder, they call it pine rosin. Today I'm going to show you how to take this, put it in a bag, make rosin out of it, and use it on this. A few things you're going to need. The finest grit sandpaper you can find. Some rubbing alcohol. Get the highest percentage of alcohol that you can get. I've got 50%. If I had higher, I'd rather use it. You're gonna need an old t-shirt that you wore out. The thinner the better. So if you wore one for several years and it's got holes in it, this one's got holes in it right here, and got stains all over it, use that one. First thing you wanna do is get your pine sap busted apart. Get you some hunks off here. You're also gonna need a zip tie. Next thing you wanna do is cut you a square out of this thing now. There you got you a t-shirt, a piece of t-shirt. Take some of this raw pine sap, rosin. Lay it up in there. Now you're gonna make you a little satchel out of it. Push it all down to the bottom. You kind of mash it up in there to get it down a little finer, where you can start pushing it towards the end, because you want to have a little tight sack there when you get done. Alright, that's got it pretty tight. Let's go out here to the old stump. Alright, what you want to do is take your little sack that you made right here of pine rosin and just tap it with a hammer. You don't want to tap it hard. Just barely tap it. If you tap it too hard, it'll bust holes through your shirt here, and you'll be letting out too much at one time. Keep packing it down as you bust it up, because it's going to compress, and you want to take all that extra space out at the top and get it down to as small of a little ball as you can. If you bust through this, bust a little hole in it, it ain't no big deal. Cut you another piece of shirt and put your fine powder that you made in here in that piece of shirt and start over again. Don't take but a second. We hadn't busted this one yet. Just want to reach around in there and feel, see if there's any big hunks. If they are, move them to the outside so they'll get crushed up. Alright, I always test them before I close them up. You just want to put out a fine little powder like that. Now let me show you how to finish this thing up. Alright, you got your little sack pulled down tight. Got all that pine rosin stuff down in there. Take your zip tie. Loop it around. I don't like to leave mine with a big tag in like that. It probably wouldn't hurt to leave it with a tag in, and you want to make sure to use a light colored shirt, because when I take this thing out of, I store this inside my box call. It lays inside my box call, and I wrap my box call with a piece of material so it won't rattle. But when I take this out and use it, I tap it on the box call and I lay it down beside me. I don't like to leave that much of a tag in now. Trim our zip tie. Now let's tap it one more time to loosen it up, because we pulled it down in there tight. Want to loosen that rosin back up so when you tap it, you get some rosin out. A light powder is all you want. That's what you want. Now let's go put it on a call, a brand new call I just bought, and let y'all listen to it. Alright, we're going to be doing this on a Hustlin Hen by Billy White. I've been turkey hunting, turkey calling for 15 years now, and this is the best out of the box turkey call I have ever bought. I just ordered this one, and it's a funny story. I lost my original Hustlin Hen. I bought them back like 03, 04. I lost it 2 springs ago now, and I thought it had been stolen or had just come up missing. You know, I'd misplaced it in the woods somewhere. Well, I bought this one. It arrived last Thursday, and on Friday I found my old turkey call, so kind of a fail. But anyhow, nothing wrong with this call with chalk on it. That's what they got on it right now. It's what it come with. But we're gonna put rosin on it because that's how I was taught by my pawpaw 15 years ago, probably longer than that. What you start with is take this rubbing alcohol, the highest percentage you can find, put it on a napkin, just a little bit. Then you're gonna rub this chalk off with that rubbing alcohol. And get all the chalk off. Now we'll let that air dry. Alright, we got our lid dry. The call's been set for about 15 minutes, and you can see it's real hard to get it to. Now this side seems to be the better side of this call. My other call, it's the opposite side. But it just will make any noise. Next thing you want to do is take the finest sandpaper you got. I got 320 grit. If you can find finer, use it. And lightly sand to make sure we got all that chalk off of here. I'm talking about barely sand. Blow the excess off. Then you want to take your rosin bag, lightly dust it. Blow the excess off. Same thing in here. Lightly dust it. Blow the excess off. Now let's listen to it. Well, this side's the better sounding side. That's that call. Here's the old call I've been fooling with for since 03, 04, tuning on and sanding on, and see, this side's better. This call's been getting rosin put on it since 04, 03. About every 3 years I'll take and strip all the rosin back off of it. But that's all there is to it, y'all. And you just take your little rosin bag, lay it in there. If I had a woman's pantyhose, that's what I'd be using, but my wife don't wear them apparently because I can't find none. Lay that across there, wrap it up. That's ready to go in your vest. Won't make a noise while you're walking. You ready to go hunting. Pawpaw started showing me tips and tricks like this when before I was 9 years old, because when I was 9, he took me and called up one of the biggest turkeys I've ever killed on public land. Had 11-inch beard, 1-inch spurs, and weighed 21 pounds. He killed public land birds every year using pine rosin. He had a homemade cedar box that he used. He'd probably kill me if he knew I was making a video showing y'all how to do this. I've searched YouTube, and this is on. I guess this will be the only video showing how to use this. Maybe it's just people in South Alabama does this, or maybe just my family. I don't know. But y'all try it on y'all's calls. If you don't like it, all you gotta do is strip it back off, sand it down, and put you some more chalk back on there, and you'll be back good to go. We'll see y'all on the next one.